Hello, welcome to another episode of Wrath of the Righteous. How you doing? I'm Serial, your Let's Player through this. So, it's been a few days since I last played. I've kind of mistracked on where it was, honestly, but I remember we went and met I wouldn't say kind-hearted, but, a fellow crusader in arms, maybe-ish? I don't know, I remember he was a sellsword of some sort. And he gave sound advice that we completely ignored, and it worked out great anyway, so... yeah, so we're just going to continue on and see where we keep going. We're about midway through 4th level as it is right now. The place is starting to get busier, if I'm honest. Oh, it's Remian. Joran Vane? That last name really rings a bell. The grizzled dwarf turns a blade in his collar's hands, carefully inspecting its edge. When he sees you approaching, he sets the table aside and greets you with a nod. A new face in the city. You picked a good time to come to Kinderbrust. As you can see, we're in sore need of warriors. Are you Staunton Vane's brother? Yep. Where he goes, I go. That's how we've always done it. Even before the war wound. I forged the armor, he goes into battle and breaks it. He brings it back to me, I repair it and make it better than before. Everything's changed since then, of course, but that part has always stayed the same. Oh, do you recognize this sword? Show radiance to Joran. Do I recognize it? Of course I do. I made this with my own hands. That's my brand, see? The dwarf carefully takes the sword in his hand, gazing at it like a doting father. Oh, Yeniel. Things have been tough without you. At least we still got your sword. That's something. Johan returns the sword to you. In battle, ordinary swords get blunted. They break. But sometimes a weapon can preserve. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm no authority on these things, but something like an echo of the deed is done with that weapon. Or more like the reflection of the wielder's soul. I don't know. I will say one thing. Take care of that sword. Yeniel may no longer be with us, but the demons will remember why they need to turn tail and run when they see radiance. Ouch, the scabbard's all worn. We can't be having a fine sword like this being carried in around this tatty thing. I'll make you a new one if you like. If the city stands strong, we both survive. Come see me again. I'll have it ready, no charge. Oh, okay. How was Staunton to blame for the fall of Dresden? I've told this story so many times already. Well, I'll tell you one more time, won't kill me. The blacksmith sighs. Dresden was built after the First Crusade, back when it seemed like victory was ours for the taking, and that the demon invasion would soon be at an end. The population of Old Sarkoris was thoroughly diminished, and many of them hoped to see their hard fighting repaid with a small plot of unclaimed land. Dresden was a fortress built on all our hopes and all of Mandev's ambitions, though you're not supposed to say that out loud. What a city it was, Serial. You can't even imagine. It was built by the finest engineers of the Five Kings Mountains. Queen Galfrey spared no expense. Dresden was meant to be the capital of the Crusade movement, a monument to its glory and a beacon of hope for all Galarian. Heroes were drawn there to seek fame and glory and came from all over. Tal'Dor, Garoon, Tianza, I couldn't list them all. A relic known as the Sword of Valor was kept there. Really, what's that? The greatest crusade relic, the Sword of Valor. Once carried, is a banner once carried by Almade herself. Okay. Sounds like something Sela should carry in her back. Anyway, the banner had been carried into battle by Omade herself back when she was still human. That banner protected the city, kept the demons from teleporting inside its walls. As long as the banner was in place, Dresden was invincible, or so we thought. Then the whirlwind suddenly expanded. The demons launched a new onslaught, and folks started saying it was time to declare the Second Crusade. Dresden was unassailable, until one young officer was tempted by a beautiful woman. She convinced him that the banner shouldn't be hanging in the city, that its rightful place was on the battlefield. She whispered honeyed words about glory and valor and convinced him that he could be the hero as great as Almade herself. And the poor fool believed her. He rounded up some of his hot-headed friends and carried the banner outside the city gates on an unauthorized foray. Demons slaughtered them within seconds, but for some reason, the courageous ringleader was spared. A whole army teleported into Dresden. It was a bloodbath. As you can guess, that officer was Staunton Vane, and the woman turned out to be a demon. Not just any demon, it was Minango, that foul wretch. She'd given us a lot of grief here in Canadabras too. Just don't ask me what I was doing while my brother was off having trysts with that beast. Why I didn't save him from his own stupidity. Blacksmith gestures as if to ward off an inevitable reprobation. Who could have guessed it would end like this? I failed my brother, that's the truth. I blame myself every day. Look at his plight. So, that's my story. Alright. What do you have a forge here in the tavern yard? Where I am? That's where my forge is. True master of any craft will always find the tools they need. I miss my old forge, of course. It's now just a pile of charred stone and metal, but I've still got my hands, and that means I can work. Alright, well what do you got, man? I mean, I've got... Well, I don't really know how much of anything. Sell you some dwarven stout for your troubles. How about that? And some bourbon. Oil for your tempering when you're ready to quench. Alright, what do you got for weapons? Attrition dagger. Oh. It deals a point of con damage for every hit. That could be interesting. Merry-go-round. So it's a plus 100 flail that, regardless if it hits or misses, it deals additional d6 damage. Alright. Pain Channeler. This plus 1 Falcata guarantees where plus 2 bonus attack rolls for all touch attacks. I'm tempted to buy it. Plus 1 Bastard Sword, Roaring Hand Axe, Silver Hawk. And it confirms the crit does 2d4 force damage to all enemies in a 10-foot radius. Wow. Light Hammer Righteousness. It's a plus 1 Holy Light Hammer. Oh, plus 1 Holy damage. Acrid Sickle. Probably pretty obvious. It does acid damage. Alright. See a lot of masterwork weapons. Also see a lot of cold iron masterwork weapons too. Devastating blow from above. Plus 1d4 if mounted. Okay. Butcher of Undead. It's a soft bane against undead creatures. Okay. A finessable hand axe. Finessable light mace. It does extra damage on a crit. Alright. I am honestly severely tempted to buy this. Smasher. It's an Earthbreaker. Well, +2 Earthbreaker? Okay. I can't afford that. I don't even have anybody who can actually use that anyway. What you got for armor? How about that? +1 heavy shield. Deceiving facade. +1 bucker receives a critical hit. They are reflected with the effects of a mirror image spell. Oh, that's nice. +4 against sneak attacks for being leather. Living Ram, medium armor breastplate. So +1 breastplate that when you use a competent maneuver to hit an enemy, they deal additional d6 damage, and the enemy must make a reflex save or get knocked prone. Okay. Alright. Buy the shield for me. I could buy it for CeeLo too, but I'm gonna lower AC. Anyway. So we got the library to check out, the garrison's last time we went into care of the Tower of Estrad. Okay. Let's go to the house party. So far, so good. Looks like we'll make it.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Why are there bodies here? Oh no.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Forgot it's a surprise round.
I'll just have to resort to brute force. You won't survive me.
Dang it. I need both of those to hit.
I'll cut you wide open.
With the flank?
The light, take you.
That's a takeout.
So it comes to this. Endure this.
Those dretches could not. I hear party music, but there's anything but a joyous celebration going on right now. Or there is. Holy hell, man. Or so much for this party.
My combat abilities.
I'm pretty sure a lot of these nobles are gonna die here. Just a thought. Get a pro-communal evil against him for everybody. That's about all I can do, really. Oh, I took a hell of a shot and I'm diseased. Greypox? What the fuck is that?
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me. Endure this. Make every strike count.
Alright. I'm gonna try and knock this guy out. Not even close. Ow! Burning arc.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
No, don't help. Run away. Well, I got who I wanted to get, let's put it that way. And fell over. Oh man. Aranka. I was looking for Aranka actually. I need to find her. I needed to find them so where they could tell me where the storyteller is hiding at. Ferocious Shear. Alright.
You've made your choice.
Ooh, devastating critical. $17 on a 3d8. Plus 9, so yeah. 26 damage. Ouch.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Are you serious? 19 AC. I mean, that's even gonna die. Okay. Good night. Nice kill. Failed saving throw.
Into the fray.
Yeah, just go there and die.
You won't survive me.
Nice.
No glory without risk.
Ah, damn nausea.
Endure this!
The spirits demand your blood.
I'm all kinds of out of position, to be honest.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
I need to kill the stretch.
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong monster.
How long have I been prone? Delay after Sela. Nice shot. That's a lewd position. takes a standard action to dismiss spells. Yikes.
You won't survive me.
Alright, well that's taken care of. I saved most of the party goers, at least. Magical Bardage. Alright. Let's go see Daeran, who's throwing a party in the middle of basically a full-on apocalypse. There's always going to be someone.
Greetings, valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Daeran Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Arunde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore.
Wow. Bona fide blue bloods and unparalleled aristocracy. All this makes me itch to do something really crass. Ooh, like blow my nose on the curtains.
What are you waiting for, my squamous squire? The curtains in this room are velvet, but we have some excellent silk ones with gold thread elsewhere in the house. Take your pick. My soft furnishings are yours to do with as you wish. I'm quite sick of the place, truly. I shall either sell it, or burn it to the ground and build a new mansion in its place.
If you could afford that extravagance, then by all means.
Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
Must have been some party that missed the fact that Kittabreast was being attacked by hordes of demons and Deskari himself.
Oh, come. The party was deathly dull. Rather like one of the prelate's interminable sermons. I really ought to be grateful to the demons for their intrusion. They certainly added a frisson to the proceedings. It seems as though Deskari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine, if you will pardon the pun.
I don't like you. You don't seem very concerned about the city's fate.
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the ward stones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon, as if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
Looking a little fatigued, are you?
The Orendes are one of the most ancient and noble families in Mendiv. They are related by blood to Queen Galfrey herself. The Count is the last remaining member of his dynasty. The rest all perished around 10 years ago. In the tragedy at the family seat, Heaven's Edge, the demons got past the defenses and massacred everyone inside.
I thank you for providing your friend with that helpful summary, my lady. I believe I've seen you before, with that hilarious buffoon Horgus Gwyrm. I sincerely hope you are not engaged in any kind of sordid arrangement with him. The thought of something so splendid in proximity to something so grotesque makes me feel quite ill. You deserve a better fate than that, no doubt.
Your civility knows no bounds, Count. I most assuredly do not have any arrangement with Master Worm.
As a child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner. I'm sorry if I failed to sate your curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing, aside from the fact that I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure. Well, perhaps demons a tad more. I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling Count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes? As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you, only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Descari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
I don't like this guy much at all. Not even because of his personality, but just... I sense something dark about him.
I guess thumping him one next time he comes out with more aristocratic witterings is not allowed? All the more reason to take him with us. If we don't kill him, the demons surely will.
The Count's presence can only benefit us. I think we should say yes.
What? You're asking about whether to take this boy with you? The question lies outside the bounds of my interest. By the way, did you know that the young scions of noble families often sponsor the research of young scientists? What laudable passion for knowledge. True, the size of their donations bears a direct correlation to the hazardousness of the experiment being conducted.
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
All right. And with that, we have party member number 6, at least for now. I'm sure there's more. I don't doubt that for a second. Azamar, huh? You're a life oracle? You can channel positive energy. Yeah, you're straight up a life oracle. What the hell? Okay. I guess I'm gonna level you up real quick. You've already got a +5 modifier. Let's just... Well, you don't have much hit points. You need hit points. So you get 3 ranks. Well, Persuasion, World, and Arcana. There you go. Let's see, you have 0 second level spells. Okay. Well, being that you're an Oracle, you should be getting second level spells now for hitting 4th level. Okay, a life oracle is good.
Are we ready to move out?
Yes, we are. You need to dispel your spell, though. Formation check. Alright. Kinda don't like that formation anymore. Okay.
I agree.
I'm up for an adventure.
Thank you, stranger. The young woman does not look at least bit scared. Her cheeks are flushed and her blue eyes are glittering. For saving us from the demons and your timely entrance, I swear I don't know who has enraged me more today, the demons or the also affable master of this house. I am a friend of Ike's. He asked me to find and protect you. Alex is alive and he made a brilliant new friend. It's a shame that had to happen now when the city is under siege by the demons and those big-headed inquisitors are pursuing us instead of doing something useful. Okay. How did you end up here? Holren's hounds found me and the wallflower and they tried to capture us. I distracted them and they lost him in the streets before charming my way into this party. Even if the inquisitors saw where I went, they wouldn't have been allowed past the door. Holren holds no sway among certain members of this aristocracy, so I picked a good place to lie low. That is, until the demon showed up. She shivers and wraps her arms around herself. Well, that's more like it, so I have inadvertently been harboring a traitor wanted by the Canabrus Inquisition. This day wasn't such a waste after all. Alright. You know where the third of your group is? Wallflower? No idea. If he knows about the demon attack, he won't just hide away. He'll go out and try to help people. If he doesn't know, well, you know, you have no chance of finding him. He's a pretty skilled mage, but I doubt he'll risk using magic. He'll probably do something the Inquisitors won't expect. Pose as someone, disguise himself. We had a great selection of masquerade costumes in the temple. She becomes lost in thought for a moment. I know. I'll tie my shawl around your arm. Wallflower gave it to me. He'll spot it right away and know you're a friend. If I were you, I'd look for him in the market square. I think I already found him. Why did you decide to break into the Warstone and cast magic on it? You put your lives at risk. Your information could have been set up trapped by demons. But it wasn't a demon trap, Aranka says forcefully. You know, living next to the Whirlwind and seeing the powerlessness of the Crusaders, it's very hard. We've been trying to defeat the demons for 100 years now, and we have nothing to show for it. I think that Queen Galfrey and the other leaders think that we can defeat evil if we line up our soldiers in perfect columns and send them marching off with a stirring battle cry. We just need a few more soldiers, a little more discipline, but we've been marching for 100 years, as always just one step forward, 2 steps back. And while the soldiers are marching, people like Horan are seizing power behind their backs. His fanaticism and cruelty were forged in the same furnace as the Crusaders' righteousness. We will never defeat the demons even if we try to march down the same path. We need to change tack. Challenge our principles, trust in our hearts and our friends, and not moldering doctrines. Think of a certain war going on in the real world that's kinda could be a good lesson for this. Anyway, we need to listen to any entity that is willing to help us. My friends and I listened, and we trusted, and we tried to change something. At least we tried, even though it didn't work out. Great idea. Marching in straight lines don't work, so let's go attack demons and marry a band of hopers and dreamers, burning with enthusiasm, and doing just what we feel like. When the demons see us come, they'll die for hysterics, and our victory will be complete. Naive children, that's what you are, but I admit your words stir something in my soul. I wouldn't put you in charge of a military campaign, but I'd be proud to fight alongside you. Okay. Can you get somewhere safely on your own? Looks like the Inquisitors aren't busting down the door just yet, and they're hiding under the bed, so I think I'm safe for now. I'll be fine on my own. I'll go to the Temple to Elks. The Inquisitors must have searched there by now. They won't go back a second time. Alright, I have to go.
I must accept my failure.
Elaborately decorated harp. Okay. Well, there's not much of partying going on now.
Keep your calm.
The mongrel did it.
Huh. Cold Iron Masterwork Scimitar. Closet Longbow, gold ring, gold coins. Alright. So that was the house party. I guess we only have a few other places to go check out before we go check out the Blackwing library. Blackwing Lair. Wow, that's a callback to something else. Anyway, I think we're going to break episode here, so thank you very much for watching. Next episode, we're going after Dwarves Mansion. We'll see you then. Take care.